A Russian hockey player playing for the Philadelphia Flyers has been trending on Twitter lately because he refused to wear a rainbow jersey. ESPN wrote an article about this situation. The title is Flyers Ivan Provorov boycotts Pride Night, cites religion. And by the way, I'm not Russian, I'm European, I just know how to pronounce his fucking name right. Philadelphia Flyers defenseman Ivan Provorov did not take the pre-game skate Tuesday night because he refused to wear the team's LGBTQ plus Pride Night warm-up jersey, citing his religious beliefs. Before the game, the Flyers wore Pride-themed jerseys and used sticks wrapped in rainbow tape, both of which are being auctioned off by Flyers charities, with proceeds going toward their efforts to grow the game in diverse communities. Provorov was the only Flyers player who didn't have a jersey or a stick-up for action after the game. Basically, people are trying to cancel a hockey player for not supporting the LGBTQ community. Let's just think about this for a second. The people who wanna shit on a hockey player for not being a political activist because it's going against his religious beliefs. Last time I checked, we still kinda gave a shit about people's religions, and it doesn't really make sense to force them to support something that they don't support. Even if he did bend the knee and wore the jersey and participated in the event, is it really something that the LGBTQ plus community wants? Like, this guy clearly doesn't support your cause. So would it really matter if he pretended like he did and he just went on with the show? Like, do you really want people that are disingenuous, who really don't give a shit about you, to support your cause or to pretend like they support your cause? And it's not even like he said something offensive or like he openly hates the LGBT community. This is his statement after the game, in which he doesn't really say something offensive, he just explains why he didn't put on the jersey.
Everybody, I respect everybody's choices. My choice is to stay true to myself and my religion. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, that's all I'm gonna comment on that. If you have any hockey questions, I would answer those.
Can you just clarify what? Can you clarify your religion?
Russian Orthodox.
So he said that he wants to stay true to himself and his religion. And people are fucking canceling him for that on the news, on Twitter, which I think is fucking ridiculous. Me personally, I'm not a religious person, but that doesn't mean that I will go out of my way to stop people from being religious or to stop believing in something that doesn't align with their religion. It's just so fucking ridiculous to me. And again, I don't think it's the hockey player's responsibility to support gay people's rights. He's there to play hockey, not to make people like gay people. I don't think there's anything wrong with what he did or what he said, but obviously there are people that disagree with that. For example, this guy on Canadian news, I have no idea who this guy actually is or what he stands for or what his beliefs are, but this take that he had is completely fucking unhinged.
The theme from the National Hockey League is hockey is for everyone, okay? The theme is not hockey is for everyone, ... unless you don't believe in gay rights, then do whatever you want. If the national
Yes, hockey is for everyone, but that doesn't mean that the hockey players should be political activists fighting for those rights. It's just not their job, which this guy clearly doesn't understand.
National Hockey League is going to do this, if any league is going to do this, do it properly or reevaluate what you're doing. Because there's not a lot of repercussions that I'm seeing from any league. Now, it could change with the NHL. I think you fine the Flyers $1 million for this. I'm not kidding.
This is fucking ridiculous. I'm not saying that the NHL or individual teams shouldn't support gay rights. I just don't think that they should force it on their players to do the same. If they want to, they can, but you shouldn't force it on anyone. Also, I really hope the NHL doesn't fine the club or the player, because that would just make a bad example. I don't think you can pick and choose your players based on their political or religious beliefs. I think they should be picked on their skill and their ability to play the game on the highest level. But the religion or political beliefs don't have anything to do with the sport itself. So don't mix the two for no fucking reason.
Figure this out and stop offending people on nights where it's not about that. It's supposed to be about inclusivity.
I just don't understand how people can be offended at the fact that he didn't do anything. He didn't say some offensive shit. He didn't do anything. He didn't participate in the event. He didn't wear the jersey. How is that offensive?
The National Hockey League need to attack this and figure this out. Because what I heard last night was offensive and didn't make any sense. Because, for instance, if that was a military...
Anything this guy says doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Why the fuck should the league attack this? How the fuck was that offensive to anyone? Even his fucking response wasn't offensive. He said that he respects people's choices and their opinions, and all he wants in return is for people to do the same, which seems like this guy cannot do.
Night, okay?
Right.
If anyone in Canada or in the States on a military appreciation night wouldn't wear a jersey pregame, do you have any idea the uproar that would have happened on that? Do you have any idea the backlash? Do you have any idea what happened on social media?
Comparing gay people to the military is fucking outrageous as well. The comparison doesn't even make sense because I don't think the military is against any religious belief at all. So this argument in itself, I could go on and on, but it just doesn't make any sense.
It's ridiculous what would have
Well, and
happened.
look, it was just a minute ago we were talking about the uproar that was happening with FIFA fever, where if you were seen with so much as a rainbow anywhere, you had to fear for your life, imprisonment, or death.
Yeah.
Seriously. So, and now here we are.
I just think the NHL has to do something here. This is not good enough. This is not good enough. Hockey is for everyone, ... unless you don't agree with gay rights is not the phrasing of this. You're either in this or you're not. And one last point. Nothing scares me more than any human being who says, I'm not doing this because of my religious beliefs. Because when you looked at people's lives, you normally say that publicly, you'd throw up at what you saw. You would throw up at what you saw.
I think this is enough for people to not take this guy seriously. Again, I'm not a religious person, I'm not even a conservative, but the shit that he's been saying is just out of pocket. Like, it doesn't make any sense. This shouldn't be on the TV. Just because Povorov didn't wear a rainbow jersey, this guy is saying that he's some sort of terrible human being that's hiding behind his religious beliefs. That's fucking outrageous. If you don't see it that way, I don't know what to tell you. But this whole take that this guy has is just wrong. And it doesn't make any sense.
And I've seen that a million times in a lot of different ways. So don't give me that. With respect, don't give me that because no one's perfect. All right? Don't tell me, don't feed me the religious beliefs line. And all of a sudden the NHL is going to back off this. The National Hockey League today needs to fine that organization $1 million and reevaluate how they support gay rights. Because that is insulting. That is the #1 trending topic in Canada. That is insulting what happened in Philadelphia. And if the NHL is serious about this, they say they are. We'll see. We'll see how serious they are today. But that whole thing was mishandled, and part of me couldn't believe it. Part of me could, considering how the NHL sometimes handles things.
And it's too important, and that's why you're continuing to talk about it, because you're not just going to brush it under the rug.
Well said, D. 3 things.
Whoever this guy is, fuck that guy. I don't give a fuck. The shit that he says is just wrong. It doesn't make any sense. For someone that is trying to pretend a group of people from being hated, he spits a lot of hateful shit, if I'm being honest. Like, whoever this guy is, fuck that guy. I don't agree with anything he said. It doesn't make sense to me. He's getting fucking offended at the fact that someone didn't do anything. He chose not to wear the jersey. He let his other players wear the jersey, participate in the pregame event. He just chose not to do it. And somehow that's offensive. In this day and age, if you don't agree with the agenda, there will be certain people that will try to cancel you. It really feels like the left doesn't want to have any debate. They don't want to have anyone to have a different opinion, which is fucking scary. Again, I consider myself a liberal, but the extremes on the right or the left are fucking ridiculous. First of all, I don't think it's the NHL's job or responsibility to force their players to support woke ideas or any ideas at all. It's a National Hockey League. They should be fucking concerned about hockey, not the politics. And forcing them by public outrage to fine a club or a player or punish a player for their religious beliefs is fucking unhinged. In 21st century, to punish someone for their religious beliefs is fucking outrageous. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you agree with this guy? Do you think it's really that big of a issue? Or do you just not care at all? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious of what the public thinks of this situation.